Want to hear something hilarious?
Somebody could have got hurt. Like I said, this is a lesson. Like, why does somebody gotta get hurt for you to stop being weird? Like, why does it have to get to that, y'all? Like, we have evolved so far. Like, this somebody's acting like a caveman now. Like, what are we doing? We have evolved, y'all. Why are you not moving forward? Why are you still continuously looking back? Being the old version of self. This is like beyond me. And guys, like, what are you doing? You worried about finances or somebody's money, and everybody, like, if you haven't realized now that good energy make money, then you're gonna have to wait till next lifetime anyway. Because you still haven't learned that money is energy.
That's the time I put in.
You're still
Nice.
on another frequency of.
Now see if we get a comment.
Your
Oh, hang on.
self-worth
I don't
is
get
how much
comments.
you gonna make.
For all the
So if you
niceness
don't
I've
really think
sent
much
out.
of self, then that's
Lies,
the
eh,
bracket
people?
you won't be in.
Absolute lies.
You
Yeah.
understand? Like,
The
somebody
Indian
can
people up here,
understand. If you
before I still owe them money. But I know they wouldn't do anything bad over 750 because it's technically nothing to a doctor that owns plenty of houses and stuff. Right? And I used to go do a lot of work for free. Go pump up their kids' tyres when I'm driving around, put them in my boot. Do a lot of things for free. Right? A whole heap. Just like I did for Arnold's. Then I got screwed up the arse on that one by getting done over by a verbal contract to learn about that and changing of management. Right? So you don't like to do too much verbal, everybody, because it'll more likely if it's a money making area, they will screw you. Right? But I promise myself to return back to my Indian friends or find out where they went if they were moving, as I heard they might be. If they do own the home, I don't know if they'll sell it or what's going on. But I'll find out. I do have some old numbers in some phones that I can look for to find out. Right? As I don't like to leave a debt. Right? But if I was them and I had money, and I had a person like me, I'm not saying them to do it. I don't even expect them to do it, and I hope they don't, because I like to return back. Right? And I do say one day it'll return, but you never ask for it. But I tell stories. And I always just say, if I had money and it wasn't too bad of a problem to me, and I had a person that helped me out a lot, and I knew that it would help them out, it'd be a small thing for me to do. Now these people aren't that loaded. I've gotten once $100 for Christmas or my birthday off them for the good work I do. Right? But other than that, I be me, right? And we learn through life what people have to say about things, don't we? That's how I comment. To find out certain things. Now these people too, the Indians, they're the only ones I've spoke about when it comes to this mob, because I was just getting into it near the end of the scene. And I had cars looking at me, people in cars looking at me at that time, which is why I was speaking certain things and stopped and went hermit. Because I used to not see anything, and then I just kept seeing cars with people in it looking at me. Right? Even the last day I went and picked up some stuff for them that I had to have a friend, Joe, Emma's friend, to come and drive my car so I can go do the last bit of help for them, right? Which was to remove some stuff while they were moving. That was the last time I seen him. Right? I haven't gone back. I went back one time to clean up a little bit and he dropped me off. I think it was the last time I seen him. I'm pretty sure. Can't remember. Thinking back, it was something like that at that time. Right? And as soon as I get my license back, and I talked about that I was losing my license, I will sort them out and make it all work, right? Because having a license, getting around makes life a whole lot easier, definitely with a person with cystic fibrosis, right? Or with any problems extra than normal. That's bad enough when you have, just be normal, isn't it, everyone? Right? And so I try to fight for my license, try to show that I wasn't drunk off my head, did anything wrong, wasn't speeding at the time or anything like that. And I just got done by a test that just shows you that you've had marijuana before. And so I try to talk at court that that's a bit unfair to use that as a license, but they just got to say they use it because you're just dangerous. And you can go get the court thing, you will hear them say that to me, that you're dangerous while you're on it. I can't, they even said to me that I can't even believe that you drive people around. To me? How dare you? I don't drive around stoned and drunk like people do. I've done it before, stupidly in parties and stuff. Who hasn't that I haven't known in the real world, right? As we got stuck and had to, certain incidents would happen. We didn't have so-called reliable people, so we didn't have to do stupid shit at stupid times. Very rare that I did drive and drink, done it. I don't even wake up in the morning and go, what the fuck? Right? And that's because we all have the ads, right? About don't allow your friend to drink and drive. But good luck trying to stop them. We've been there before too. Right? And that's just because people are so lost in this world when it comes to priorities at certain times. But we slowly learn, don't we? Even when we don't get caught, and if you're a person that learns, I did. I didn't keep doing it more. When you don't learn, it's like, oh, I got away with it, I'm going to keep doing it till I do that. Get caught. I didn't do that. But I had actually plenty of opportunities to do that. Huh? But that wasn't my goal. No, I'm going to leave it there. We'll have a little chat about this. You know, just even speaking truth, I'm over it. I don't care what they're going to come and do. These things want promotion so bad, you could set up something and go, come on, instead of talking about it and that, come and get me because it doesn't look right. You know what I mean? That's what they do. I was surprised that something hasn't happened already. Right? When it comes to that factor of assumption, right? Just because they want a promotion, they're not there to help. They're just there to get a promotion, you see. If they rock up with an assumption and find out they were wrong, but they got something to say why they had the assumption. Huh? You go, well, was that a big one? You had an assumption because I had the materials. You know the one with bombs. People get a whole bunch of, what do they call it? Fertilizer. Right? Certain fertilizer. Memory blank on it for a sec. Right? And people will go check them out. It's by law anyway. I understand with the fertilizer, but it's the same concept. Right? And people will go check them out and go, you're not building a bomb, are you? Make sure you're not building a bomb. Right? But you'd have police officers coming in going, we're here to bust you and shit. These are the ones that say you want a promotion. Right? And they set you up or make up something. They can these days. It's getting worse. Right? And go, you were building a bomb. Get you to make it go, no, we'll get you to... You were building a bomb. Because that way, I get a promotion. Right? Anyway, I'll leave that there. Like, look up sites of bombs. Like, these days it's hard to do that. Right? But you could find out something. Like, back in the day before the terrorism bullshit occurred because of the 9/11 incident, right? People could look up these things all the time. Right? Nothing happened. Now they're on to it. Right? But there's lots of other things that people are doing. They can get away with. That's advertised as well. Can't believe it's advertised. People go, oh, if you want to know how to do that, just type this in. Yeah, what the fuck? And if you can type it in, don't the government know that? Didn't you go tell anybody where that site is? Can't they shut that down? Is there no rules anywhere? Oh, it's overseas. They got. Well, then we shouldn't have that site available. If you can't control something, then why is it there? Hypocritical, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna play this for a second.
Like somebody need to understand. It's about healing.
Exactly.
This lifetime was for everybody was about healing from the past things that has happened to us.
But where's the cheap, people?
Past life things.
And if you have wares and you're poor,
right?
The rich will come to steal your wares.
Doing things in
right?
a more higher vibration. You can't. The world
now all
is
this
going
sounds
up.
terrific,
If
but it's not real wealth.
If you look around, you
Right?
know,
That's why people
the
don't join
sun is going
religion.
to the moon.
They go there, they hear this shit all day.
More
They hear
elevated,
this.
like,
You know what happens?
energy, the air,
They walk up, if I can speak to Bella right now,
everything is-
I walk up and I go, okay, that was all terrific. Sounds fucking amazing, Dreamworld, right? But how's that going to fix me? I'm going to go home right now, Bella. and I can do this and this and this, and I've been doing this. Unless I talk to you, you'll know now. It's up to you to spread it. But I'll go back and I'll tell you about the real world. These words don't help me. In fact, those words will actually help me if you listen to your own script later on, right, about not sharing. What happens when you share? What happens when you do all these nice things, Bella, for real? You get used and abused. You get laughed at. You get a test done. You get people going, you shouldn't be so nice, this is your test. Huh? You say it yourself. Do you listen to the words you preach? You preach so much, oh, this sounds good, so much that you just pump out words. That's what I believe. Please comment if I'm wrong about that, but that's what I see. You contradict yourself quite a lot when it comes to if you listen to a few of your readings. Huh? And you can say it's other people, but the way you speak, you're so confident that you're giving advice with a reading. Is that true? And that advice, you're not learning. You contradict your advices that you give out. And you go, oh, in your stories. Right? I know that you've been through some stuff, right? And you hate gold digging men. Right? You got money, you're secure. Right? You say it all. Things like that. Anyway, I wouldn't know what all it is. Could be all cockaboodle. You know how you know people could be all just cockaboodle? When they say to comment, but you never get a comment. Over 3 years, and look how I comment. Right? You don't see all of them up. Be close to 3 years. Two and something. Right? I can guarantee it. For 2 years. It's been a while since I really started recording these things. So much a while that I become obsessed on a target to show that they're fraudsters. So much that Emma hates them. She goes, I'm sick of hearing this shit. I'm like, so am I. I'm like, how can we get somewhere on YouTube? It's strange, isn't it, Emma? And she understands too. She just said ages ago, you should just stop. Stop helping. You're not getting nowhere. But I hear these terrific words that we should. Isn't that true, everybody? These words are fucking phony. They're terrific, but they don't work at this blue planet. They work in patches, maybe, somewhere. If you find suckers that you can use that. Oh, you nice? Oh, I'm nice too. Yeah. Here's what Bella, I've got to do what Bella just said now. That. But if you're running into another group that you know are leeches, you can't use those words. They will, you'll become a victim lunch. They go, what that word is? What you are? I'm starving, why ya? I can see what you got. Hey, come on. You know what I mean? Real world, everybody. The real world. Now, how can we show the real world that these words could work? What would you do? Would actions back up words? If you can do the actions with the words, would that help? I believe it could. It's way better than just the words, isn't it, everyone? Words, stories, words, old days. Doesn't help. Words. We're in the now. Words, stories, words. What's going on? We just got to back this up. It's like that in the government and everywhere. But it's phony, it's fake, it's facade, it's patches. As they will even say themselves, we're going to do this little thing, it's going to fix the problem. No, but it looks good now. You know what I mean? Anyway, I can go all day long about that. It's a big thing that we're all suffering. I can't believe we even send out a death man. Because we're a laughing stock to any aliens that turn up. That actually act the way we believe we should. With all these famous words. They're real. They don't contradict. They have actually rules and they do it for real. And there's no corruption because money is out of when it comes to... They have honour too much to let money corrupt them. They have their rules too much. The honour and the rules of those decent rules. Big main key ones to help put everything else in line that can change, but main ones should barely change. And once you get those main ones, you should see society function like America did a while ago, and then it succeeded. But then all the other little things just too much outweighed the big things, and they contradict themselves, and they're lost, and there's too many chefs in the pot. You see, so confusing. They make things so confusing. So when things get more confusing, it's easier to shuffle around the pot, play around with it. Get away with it. That's why you need lawyers. now, like that. Because they've got to get in the system. Even they've got to find out and research every time something goes. Because it's just so much, and then it changes. It's crazy. It's the devil, pretty much, if you listen to that story, makes that happen, wouldn't he? To keep it trucking along. Anyway, just keep on rolling. And what's really the power of the people? Well, I'm confused on that, really. Because if the people think that all we get is, and what we're going to listen to is the news and only something if you're on TV, then there's no power of the people. It's the power of the mind of the TV. Perception is given them. You know, you see it and you hear it, and you're going to more likely be it. Right? That's why we want to have good parents, not bad parents, because the kids will grow up what they're more likely to see. They'll despise it or join it. Right? Anyway, I'm just going to let this truck for a second.
Like the energy, the air, everything on this planet.
And yet they're holding me here because they want all these lines. They're shitting on me because they want to know how would I fix myself so they can go steal it. Right? They don't care for my health. They don't care about us. You know that song? They don't care about. They only care about themselves and their goals.
The people that are uplifted, like, all right, so if we attack everybody that's uplifting the world, right? Not knowing they working for the devil himself by doing shit like that.
Anyway, I'm going to leave it
Not
there.
thinking clearly.
Somebody not thinking clearly, all this kind of stuff. Talk
How
with
don't you
words.
help people?
And I'm sick of talking words.
How don't you help
And
more?
Sue's like, I don't even want to talk today.
This is somebody
But I'm like, oh, it's just so ridiculous, isn't it? And I want to finish up with a few clips. And if I can get another one, I'm like, fucking, I'm going to finish up with a shitload of how fucking insane is this shit. And leave it at that, isn't it? And then, as I'm slowing down, I'm starting to watch more news and seeing the insaneness build up. It's crazy. But have a good one, everybody.